Where is the Minecraft music? I feel like every time I turn on Minecraft music, it's on until I want it to be on, and then it's gone. Isn't that just a damn shame? Ah. Alright, hello guys. What do you mean I can't be late. I set the time. If I wanted to be late, I would be. Wait, hi guys, how you doing? How was your hello son? Um Looks like we're gonna be doing this today. Where's the music? There we go. That's better. We turn it to constant. Hold on. I have this. There we go. Okay, perfect. Perfect. A little quiet. Shining bright like a diamond today. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, if I'm too quiet, you guys gotta let me know because I've been having some audio issues recently and I need to make sure that I'm not like too quiet or too loud or whatever. Alright. This is the first, you know what's interesting? This is the first Minecraft stream of this year. Oh, speaking of Minecraft, I gotta fix that. You want to go out and buy steak, but you're too lazy to do that today. That's fair. Yeah. So, speaking of big projects, this doesn't really matter, but this is my Enderman farm, right? I've had this for years. Recently, it stopped working. So usually there's a minecart right here with an endermite, and for some reason the endermen are now able to kill it when they weren't able to before. So I have to make like a new thingy for the endermite. But I haven't done that yet because well, this isn't my main XP farm, so I just don't really care. I just realized there was something I needed to do back in the overworld, but whatever, whatever. Okay, I don't know if the Minecraft music's the mood today. Um, yeah, it's not the mood. Or do something different. Streaming so late? Well, I mean, like compared to 3 a.m. last stream, yeah, technically. Hello, Cotton. Okay. Where's the music? Turn this down a bit. I noticed recently this music tends to get a bit loud, so down a bit. All right. Anyway, what is this? Just piece of bamboo? Is my? Oh God. Okay, that's better. So, did you guys? Well, for those of you who were there, does anybody remember my good friend Ghosty? Oh, black dye. I actually would not hate black dye. Black dye. I don't have any emeralds on me. Yes, I do. Take that. That's loud. Ay, watch your mouths. The guy who's cooler than you. Yep, that is the guy, person who was the person I was playing Minecraft with for like an hour that you all instantly decided you liked better than me. That one. So that server that we have together, he abandoned me on to go play on a different server, and he gave me a tour of it like 2-3 days ago. And I gotta say, looking at everybody's builds on that server, I have come to the conclusion that I might be the worst builder in Minecraft history. Like that entire server was like what are some of the best just overall building styles I've ever seen in my entire life. And it honestly made me super self-conscious because I've been playing this game for over a decade, like nearly half my life, and I have never made anything anywhere near as good as those people. Like half the things that are in this world that are slightly cool are stolen. So seeing like those builds made me really sad, and I kind of want to make something slightly good. And I'm not sure exactly how to do it yet, because I don't really have my own style, but I want to make... I want something that's not going to be hideous. Or at least something that looks slightly good. And I don't have an idea yet, but that's something I want to start working on, is making something good. Don't worry, your builds are worse. Well, yeah, but it doesn't make me feel better putting you down. I want to build myself up, not tear you down. Most of the time. But yeah, so do you guys want to see some of the builds that he showed me here? Well, there was a lot of amazing builds, and I stopped screenshotting them like halfway through because I just couldn't be bothered. But the ones that I saw that I really liked were this one. Nope, not this one. This one right here was this coffee shop that just looked like, I love this, like the detailing of it. It was so good. And these are like, I only took screenshots of like very small amounts, but this was the interior. And I just thought that the detailing looked so good. Now, admittedly, he's using shaders, so it does influence the look of the build, but it's still really cool. And then the only other thing I took a picture of was this underground section, which actually doesn't look that good. But there were some really cool builds on that server. Like, there was a whole Roman section. They had a Caribbean section with like a seaside town with some crazy boat builds. And they had like this really cool idea for the walls with like how they did the raised walkways. It was super cool. Oh, speaking of that, so one of the blocks they used in that build was Blackstone, and I have a decent chunk of Blackstone, but I don't have a huge amount of Blackstone because I don't like go out mining it. But Blackstone is an item you can trade for with piglins. So I need gold to trade with piglins, right? So I came over here and I have updated my gold farm a little bit. Because my original gold farm, like, it's exactly the same build. I just added some stuff to it. So let me turn hostile mobs down and let me show you what I added. So the first thing I did is I took the bottom of the gold farm and I added a auto crafting system. So now instead of having to craft up the gold into ingots and then blocks and stuff, it auto crafts them into ingots for me, so I don't have to craft the nuggets into ingots, which is just like a super nice thing. It doesn't really do much, but it's super nice that the way it works is it's literally just one crafter with it pulses when there's nuggets inside of it until it can craft one, stuff like that. And then I have a item sorter right here, so all the rotten flesh comes here, and I can either dump it out or I can use it for whatever. And then the more interesting thing I've added that you might be able to see is I've actually added a skulk feed tape. Now it doesn't work super well because I couldn't figure out how to push the blocks down and up very well, but the basic idea of it is there is a basalt generator on this side and it's pushing new basalt into here, right? And then as the piglins die, the skulk catalyst sees it and then converts the basalt into skulk, and then the skulk gets pushed into a place where I can feed it. And then if I flick this tape, you can see the pistons. Well, you can't really see the pistons, but the pistons constantly push the skulk, right? And then if I do this one, oops, it's not the most elegant redstone, but this is like the basic idea of it, is that the pistons are constantly pulsing, and then if I take a hoe, I can't move. I can break these blocks right here, and then they constantly get pushed up. Eventually, the timing is a little bit off. This is why it's not super good, because I couldn't find a good timing. Like I couldn't figure out how to make it time better, so these ones are a little bit off sync, and I unironically have to actually come fix it because they're on sync. Let's do. There you go. And then if I break it, there we go. See, like it's a bit low tech, but I couldn't figure out a better way to do it, so I can actually farm Skulk here because Skulk is a really, really nice building block. So I'm excited about that. But this V-tape is like super bad. I am not a huge fan of it, but all the other like I was trying to look up a tutorial and it was just like the most complicated thing I've ever seen in my life. You're proud of me, thank you. Oh my, that makes my day. Yeah, so that's the gold farm. The only issue is this gold farm doesn't produce very much gold. Like I need a lot of it, and like I would have to AFK here overnight to get a good chunk of stuff. So I want to make a bigger gold farm eventually, but it's a lot of work, so I'm not going to do that now. Because you can see I still don't have a stack of gold blocks. The last time I was able to get gold from this farm, a good chunk, I AFK'd overnight, and I don't really feel like doing that again. But yeah, that's the gold farm. So I need that gold farm to produce a lot, because I might need to AFK it for a while, because I need a lot of blackstone. I need a lot of quartz. Actually, that's it. I need quartz and I need blackstone. Everything else that it gives me is like, who cares? I guess it gives me crying obsidian, which is pretty cool. And then the only other thing I've been working on recently is I've been trying to dig out some sections of the nether. Have I showed you guys this? I think I have. The last time I streamed Minecraft, whenever that was. But I've been digging out sections of the nether, kind of as like a way to pass the time. But yeah. Super cool, thank you. I don't know if it's super cool, but it is kind of cool. Let me just do this. So if I come over here, I've been digging out sections of my nether because it's just like, it's something, I don't know, it's kind of relaxing. So this used to be connected all the way, like you might be able to tell there's a chunk like just removed here. And I think I want to do this because this nether fortress I have is really ugly, like this section of land right here. I want to tear it down, and I don't really have a plan for what to do with it, but I just want it torn down. And just like uncovered, and then I want to do a bit of spawn proofing over here because the endermen are going a bit crazy, and I just want to do a bit of terraforming here. But I don't have a plan yet. Like I don't know what I'm gonna fill the build with, but I need to do something with it because I can't just leave it plain. Well, I guess I could, but that would be ugly. And I've been doing the same thing over somewhere over there, but that doesn't matter. And I also want to do the same thing over here because this is a soul sand valley. And you guys know, like, Soul Sand Valleys spawn gas pretty quickly, or like really high spawn rate, and I don't like them, so I want to get rid of them. Happen to say hi before you have to leave. Have fun and good luck. Have a very good time doing whatever you're doing, Natasha. I appreciate you coming to say hi. Stay safe with whatever you're doing. Anyway, yeah, so the Soul Sand Valley is like my least favorite biome. I hate the ghasts. So I do want to spawn proof the entirety of the Soul Sand Valley as well, but that is like a future plan. So I also want to go. I also kind of want to head on to the server and do some work on the server. Maybe not right now, maybe later, but I want to do some work on the server because, what's it called? Oh, I want to build something there. because my build sucked and I tore down my cool little house because I wanted to build a Walmart. And now I'm not so sure I like the Walmart idea. How did you manage that? Okay, whatever. Yeah, I think I just want to tear this down. It's kind of boring, but also I don't know. I've been doing this for hours. I can't even lie. Just in various parts of the Nether, I've just been tearing it apart. I don't know why, but something about it is like it's because you don't need a beacon to insta-mine netherrack or any of the nether blocks, so it's just like it's super easy. I don't know, it's been weird. And insta-mining blocks, I think insta-mining blocks in Minecraft is one of the most satisfying things you can do in the game, if not the most satisfying thing. So I just like doing it, but I don't really need the netherrack, to be honest with you. I do need the bones from the wither skeleton farm though. I've also been toying, this is something that I've been thinking about for a while. So in one of the 1.20 updates, I don't know which one, but in one of them, they nerfed villager trading. So in the past, you could trade with cure villagers quite a few times. Really, I think you could do it infinitely. There was a point in time where you could cure villagers infinitely and get their trades all down to 1 emerald. And in some version, and in a relatively, like a version in 1.20, they removed that, and I didn't know that. And so not all of my I have a couple of villagers that are completely maxed out, but I have a lot of villagers that aren't completely maxed out. So I want to go back into that version and get some more of the broken villagers. It's like 2 a.m, so you're hitting the hay but have fun. Stream earlier. I stream when I want to, but have a good night. Have a good night. Anyway, so I want to go back and I want to get some of those villagers again, because villagers are like the key for my late game builds, is like just getting all those resources from villagers, because it really cuts down on the time you need to actually like gather stuff like glass. It makes glass super easy, concrete, stuff like that. No, you stream when I allow you to. Yes, whatever you say, whatever makes you happy. And anyway, so I want to get some of those OP villagers, but it had me thinking, there's a lot of items or mechanics or blocks in Minecraft that have been removed. Things like the god armor from 1.13. You have you could craft god apples in like 1.2 or something. There's a lot of things in the game, there's a lot of like removed features. So I was thinking, what if I started a world back in Minecraft, like 1.0 alpha, beta, whatever, like at the start of the game, and I made a world where I gathered all of those removed features. You know, I could get all the broken stuff, like also water. Oh, I forgot to turn this back on. You could get like water in the nether. You get very strong armor. You could get infinity you could get infinity and mending on the same bow. That's another big one that I really want. Stuff like that. You get like there was a point in time where you could enchant every single item with every single enchantment. I thought it'd be really cool to do like a world, even potentially a series where I go through the world, upgrades, and do that. But that requires like a lot of pre-planning. So I wanted to do some research to like how much work it would take, and I looked up, there's this thing called the Minecraft Discontinued Wiki or something like that, where they show off all the discontinued features of the game. And I was looking through it, and I'll be honest, I could not understand oh, it was a shulker box. I could not understand a thing that was going on. That wiki was super confusing to read, and I didn't understand it, so I kind of shelved that idea. But I still want to do that just because I really want those items. Oh, well, hello, Hikaru. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? How's your sickness? You gotten better? Because you were sick last week. But yeah, I want to do that. It's just the big thing is if you're going to do something like that, it's going to be a long time commitment, obviously. And you don't want to miss anything, because the worst thing that could happen is there's a feature that is from a previous version that you miss or mess up and lose, because you can't go back and fix that, right? Like that would just be gone. So it requires a lot of work, and a lot more work than I'm willing to do, honestly. You're fully healthy again? Well, that's good. Me? What was I gonna do? There's a block that I wanted to go collect. Oh, bones. Right. Well, I accidentally just left without any of the bones, so I guess we'll do that some other time. I also do want to work on my ocean monument, because I have, a while ago I showed you guys I was making an ocean monument above ground, and I want to keep working on that. I just haven't thought of a design for the build yet. I also want to clean out chests, but I don't know if I want to do that right now. I mean, it might as well, right? No, actually, that's too much work. Let's just grab the ores. Back. There we go. Do. Redstone. 3. Done a lot of experimenting on your nails, and you're doing a new set again. I feel like that's the wrong statement to start with. I think it's weird that you do. Maybe it's not weird, because I guess that's how they do nails. But I always thought whenever you said you were working on your nails, you were working on your actual nails and not clip-ons. Oh yeah, another thing I've been doing recently is over here I've been lighting up caves. So if I jump down under here, I've been lighting up a bunch of the caves underneath this place, because this is up there is a mob farm, and it's been running really slow. So I figured I didn't realize this at the time, but it's actually too low to the ground, which is weird to say because it's so tall. But I'm pretty sure it's close enough to the ground that all these caves are spawnable spaces. So I've been lighting some of this up. And it's not quite finished, but yeah, it's just a thing that I've been doing. I need to think. I gotta work on this section as well, because it looks ugly. You're working on your nails, you just do extension paint on your nails. One thing I'll never miss is the smell of nail polish. I hated that smell so much. I don't know why it smells like that. Hello Mika, how you doing? Oh, I also want to make a bridge. Okay. Check these. Probably look to refill some of these. Just some of them. Oh, goodness me. Oh, I haven't checked this place in a while. I didn't realize it was so full. Okay, hold on. We'll go. Chemicals. Yeah, it's just like, I just dislike it. I dislike it a lot. We have 12. Grab stack. A weird year 7 coughed without covering her mouth. And now you're been sick all week. Lol. Did they cough directly into your mouth? How did you get sick from somebody just coughing? Either the stream's gonna crash or your Wi-Fi's cooked. Well, I hope it's your Wi-Fi and not the stream. The stream's acting up. Really? Why that is? The immune system of a Victorian child. Well, I think that's insulting to Victorian children. Let me see if I can fix this. I don't know. It says that I have no issues with connection, so I'm just gonna assume you're all lying to me. But also I don't know what to do, so... Do I don't have a crafting table over here? Okay, the stream stopped loading for a good 2 minutes. No, I don't believe you. I choose not to believe you. Not because I think you're lying, but because I don't know how to fix it. So I'm just gonna choose to not believe you. Okay. You're resetting. It keeps stopping. Well, sorry guys, I have no idea why it would be doing that. You'd be very surprised if all three of you... Well, okay, I would be very surprised too, but... I can show you what I see. Well, actually... All it's like... Okay, hold on. Where's my screen? This is how I see if there's issues. Like, show it... This is like my internet connection, not very quick, but, and that's like how many, this is how I see if I'm lagging. And also on YouTube, it says that I have a normal connection. So I don't know what to tell you guys, because there's no problems. Probably just, I don't know, unfortunately, I have no idea. But there's a cow right here. Hello. I'm just gonna continue with my day because I haven't checked this farm in a while, and there's a lot more. It's way more backed up than I thought, so I do actually have to just clear this out. It's very important that I do this. Are we all just... I don't know what to tell you. Have you ever stopped to consider that maybe it's a conspiracy and that YouTube is censoring you so that you can't watch anything? Actually, speaking of YouTube and censoring, You know, recently I learned that they're testing a new feature on PC, on desktop versions, that stops people from being able to watch YouTube in the background. So like if you have it in the background, it'll like keep stopping until you reload the page or like refocus the page. And I think that sucks. And I hope that that feature never makes it to fruition. That would suck, but yeah, I've learned that apparently they've been testing that, and I just hope that it never happens to me, because I use YouTube. I do have a second monitor, so it wouldn't be as big of an issue, but I use YouTube in the background like constantly. 90% of what I do with YouTube is in the background. That's a lie, but I do use YouTube in the background a lot. That's rubbish. Ugh, rubbish. You dislike using YouTube because of this? I mean, you may hate it, but what's gonna be the alternative? You gonna go watch like there's not another video site, you know? Like you can watch streams on a different site, but you can't really watch videos on another site, unfortunately. YouTube's a bit of a monopoly. You love listening to multiple hour-long musics from Minecraft while going to bed? Yeah, I fall asleep listening to movie recaps. But from what I've heard, it doesn't affect mobile. So like, I think it only affects web pages. So also, but apparently with YouTube Premium, they've also started doing the same thing with YouTube Premium. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It all sounds bad. You don't need YouTube to entertain yourself. You have enough books and games. Why is my red wool so low? I need constant stimulation. Actually, that's not true. I used to think that I was weird and I need constant audio stimulation. I have a friend that I made recently who unironically has like 8 different audio sources playing in his headphones at all times, and it's just the most grating. He shared his like what it sounded like for him one time, and it was the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I don't know how you live like that. I don't know how you would want that. He has like multiple Twitch streams and videos and music playing and ASMR videos at the same time, and it's just so Unpria is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if YouTube kind of sometimes does this thing where they test features, so not everybody receives them at the same time. So I don't know how many of these things are going to become a reality, how many of these things are like a legit thing, but yeah, that's something. That's something to be on the lookout for, I guess. Okay, so the entire sheep farm is now cleaned out. I do need to get some more shears though, because these ones are all almost broken. And it wouldn't hurt to do another round of the, well, okay, make 16 more really quick. That was annoying. Okay, let's just do this again, and then we'll come get some shears. But again, I don't really have a plan. Is there anything? I don't know. I don't have any building plans. I doubt it, but do you guys want to see anything? Is there anything you want me to go do? I have like 300 projects that I've stopped in the middle of that I haven't finished, that I don't intend to finish in anytime soon. You're going to continue work on your Terraria boss because you're preparing for the end boss. I heard that Terraria got an update recently, which I thought was weird because I remember like a year ago or even longer ago, they said Terraria was now not depreciated, but was no longer continuing updates. And then I just hear it gets another final update. What's that all about? You've unlocked a new way that people pronounce your name. What's that? You got Mika, you got Micah. What else could it possibly be? Mika? Mika. What are you thinking? What are we thinking about coffee at almost 8 p.m.? I think you're a psychopath. What I think. You've been called Micah, Misha, Maya / Mia, and now Mike Kai. Mike Kai. That's a good one. Your head hurts though. Well, okay. Is coffee gonna fix that? You know, I would have thought that there was a lot more wool in here. I'm kind of disappointed. It's with Straw, you skipped coffee today. Okay, well, you know what? This is a great opportunity. Let's take this great opportunity to start working on on the rehab of not drinking coffee. You're gonna fight that year 7 when you meet her because you're sick. Well, how about, okay, here's an idea. Go to school while you're still sick, cough in her mouth and get her sick. So you can keep the virus spreading. It's a genius idea. A little bit of biological warfare. So smart. Thank you. Thank you. I am aware of my genius. Okay, this won't fill a shulker box. That means going to school sick, and that's miserable. Yeah, but if it's for the biological warfare, you know? Somebody... It was this one. Okay. This one I'm just not gonna need. I don't know why my red wool is so... Oh! Sorry, speaking of, what's it called? What's the word? Guys, what's the word? I forgot the word. Oh, I forgot the word. I forgot the word. Oh, speaking of background noise, you guys might have noticed that the video that just came out was not Genshin. So let me explain why. Your roommate was finally forced to clean, and now you can actually use the kitchen. Forced to clean? Ugh. Your cat is shagging your blanket behind me. Stop him! Is your cat not fixed? You should fix your cat. Okay, anyway. So the reason the video isn't Genshin is you remember was it last week? Yeah, was it last week when we did the Columbina stream, yeah? He is fixed. Well, fix him better. Try turning your cat off and on. No, don't try turning your cat on. I think that's the issue. But anyway, so you guys remember the Columbina stream? The Columbina video is actually done. The Columbina video is done. It's been uploaded, and it's ready to go out. The issue is I couldn't make it, like, it was ready today, but I was going to try and take a sponsorship, but I responded late, and I responded late to it, so I couldn't, like, I didn't want to upload it and, like, lose the sponsorship, so I have to wait until potentially they get back to me. And if they don't get back to me over the weekend, then that video will come out on Monday. So if you want to watch the Columbina video, that's when it comes out. You take a picture and humiliate him on Discord. Sponsorship, yo. Well, don't get too excited. You guys, do you remember like a year ago I said I would never take that a sponsorship that I did believe in unless I got desperate? They offered, they might have shown me how much money they were offering, and I thought to myself, ooh, I like that. You're desperate. It's not that I'm desperate, it's that I wanted the money. But they might not respond back, so if they don't, then oh well, what are you gonna do? But let's just put it this way, okay? Shiny. Let's just put it this way. The video, the most popular video I've ever made less money than the lowest amount of money they were offering to sponsor me with. So that would be the reasoning. Money, everyone's friend. Money's money. But yeah, if they don't get back to me by the weekend, then we're just gonna give up on that deal or use it for a future video. So the latest that video will come out is Monday. Because that's as long as I'm gonna wait. Probably be easier to just let these shoes break, but you know, that should work. Finally, a clean apartment. Life is good. Imagine having a clean room or house. Couldn't be me. Hello, Arina-san. How you doing today? Where did this cow even come from? The humiliation worked. He ran away to the corner. Did you actually send a video of your cat humping a blanket? Name it, Josh? No, I'm not gonna name that cow. It's not staying. I'm gonna kill it. Ah! Why? Hold on. I didn't realize my screen was still up. My bad. I need to wash the blanket. Hold on. Alright. I don't know what I expected, but yep, that was a cat humping a blanket. Okay. Right. I'm still replacing shears. This is taking a while. Two, three, 4, 5. All your game files are completely wiped. Isn't that, and you gotta start from scratch, isn't that like a big thing in Terraria that people don't stay in worlds for very long and they just like Because every time I've played Terraria, because my friends, somebody bought it for me and they want to play with me. But every time I've played Terraria, I forgot the words. Oh, sorry. Every time I've played Terraria, they've started a new world. Is that not a thing? No. Okay. Well, I was misinformed. He's shaking his ass on my pillow. Are you joking? You know, you could stop him. Just like smack him. You don't have to let this continue. Zibai or Zhongli? Do you mean in terms of like attractiveness, in terms of who should you get, who's better? Those answers vary differently. You do play most of the time on the Xbox 360 version. Does that change things? In terms of Zibai versus Zhongli, I'd say like if you want the character, like, I mean, Zhongli is never like Zhongli. If you want Zhongli, get him, but his usefulness has remained the same, where he is purely a character you get for comfort and because you kind of lack the ability, you know, like you just get him to never die, basically, and that's kind of all he's useful for. Which is not a negative thing. I still use Zhongli in like every single team comp, but that being said, I don't know if Zibai is good. More flexible? I guess. Well, I mean, sorry, I've just got allergies or something today. What was I saying? Right. Zibai, I don't think Zibai is going to be a lunar crystallized character, which means, unless I'm mistaken, you're going to need at least one more Natlan character, Nodcry character, to really make her buff, to make lunar crystallized do stuff. But I don't exactly know. You're saving for Varka and his signature. Could you imagine if they made him use 2 weapons as a signature? How cool would that be? Never change, just like Minecraft. You're saving for Nicole. You went from a cryo main to a pyro main. Is Josh, a few months ago, and I mean a few months ago, you promised you'd do something at 5k. You're now at 5k and you don't remember what you promised. Do you remember you watched the virtual lights? No. What I said was if I reach 5,000 by the end of the year. And we did not reach 5,000 by the end of the year. That's what was said. Burn das Brot. Animo Lumine is amazing, and you're not convinced by lunar reactions. Well, I mean, you might not like them, but I don't think Zibai works without them, even though I hate them. Well, I hate the idea of them. I don't hate them specifically. He keeps making shit up. That is not true. Go take a look. You can go take a look, and there exists on the internet somewhere me saying that exact thing. So, bam. Let's drop it. Damn. Well, here, you guys want a new goal? How about this? If last year I said if we reached 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll watch Burnt Das Brat. How about for 2026? If we can reach 6,000 subscribers before the end of 2026, I'll watch Burnt Das Brat. Does that sound good to you guys? I am a people pleaser. You get in writing, you get my official stamp. You're gonna have bread with cream cheese for dinner. Guess who isn't going to the store? What's wrong with bread and cream cheese? You didn't hear the promise? It went through one ear out the other. You better. You guys been mean for. See, this reaction means, well, you know what this means? It means you guys don't believe I can hit 6,000 by the end of the year. That's what it means. You guys don't believe in me. Isn't that it? Isn't it true? It's not very filling. It's protein bread. Protein bread? What, you stick a cow in there? Sorry, I know I'm blowing my nose a lot. I just got crazy allergy. I think it's the cold. You're not being mean. You generally all you heard was burned. Liar. I don't believe you. You believe? Shut up. If you say so. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. That's the goalpost for now. We'll see if I move it. Okay, hold on. I just want to... replacing all these shears takes way longer than you would expect. I don't know why this is taking so long. I gotta come up with a system to do this quicker because this is taking forever. What artifact domain should you farm? You want to build Arlecchino, Diluc, Hu Tao, and Kachina. Okay, let me think. Give me a second. Arlecchino generally needs her signature set, but it's not efficient to farm. Okay, hold on. Let me see. For Arlecchino, you want her signature set, ideally, but if you like, I assume. Are you asking what? Okay, hold on. Clearly, I'm having a stroke and I can't speak normally. Are you asking which artifact farm which artifact domain you should farm to build all of these characters at the same time, or which artifact domain you need to build all these characters individually? Because if you want to build all those characters at the same time and you want like the most efficient one, the answer is going to change. You're 15, you have a terrible attention span, and you don't believe that you didn't hear a full sentence. Yeah, I don't believe it. But not because I don't believe it. I don't believe it because you're British. And I don't believe anything the British people say. The artifacts for each individual. Okay. Arlecchino wants the Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy set. It's the Bond of Life set. Diluc wants Crimson Witch, the Crimson Witch set. Hu Tao also wants the Crimson Witch set. And Kachina wants the Natlan support set. I can't remember the name, but it's the brown one. I don't remember. I think it's Scroll of the Hero, or it's either, I think it's Scroll of the Cinder City. Are you building Diluc Normal Plunge, or do you own Shan Yun? Nope. It should stay the same. Don't confuse them with talks of Diluc and plunging. Besides, I think even with Plunge Diluc, you build him the same. The only way Diluc's build should change is if you have Farina, I think. You plan on getting Shan Yun. You should still build him on Crimson Witch. Oh god, my nose. You miss Lilo? Let's, you know, there's not a lot of time to just watch people stream when you have a child and responsibilities, you know? For now, you just want to build him. Yeah, just Crimson Witch it up. Okay, so now that that's done, what was I doing in the meantime? I want to build a Sky City. Okay, I'm holding way too much food right now. Hold this much. Ba-da-ba-ba-do. Alright. What do I want to do? Oh, I just remembered I meant to trade with the villagers while I was here. Oh well, we'll do it now. Ba-da-ba-ba-do. Boo-doo. I want to play a mod pack again. I think it's time for a new mod pack. What do you guys think? Any recommendations? You built Chi-Chi for Lantern, right? I built I built Chi-Chi for a video, and she's about as good as I remember her being. Ba-da-ba-ba-doo. 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 Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Chi-Chi's cute. Chi-Chi's dead. Spoiler alert, by the way. Plunge Chi-Chi. No. Stop yourself. Restrain yourself. Her kit needs serious commitments if it's gonna be good. Her kit isn't good even if you give her a serious commitment. Chi-Chi was outdated day one. My god. You're gonna make a plunge Chi-Chi? How are your abyss clears going? Ba-da-ba-da. Plunge Rosaria. You know, the big reason that Diluc is played as a plunge character is because his plunge scaling is really high. I don't think Rosaria and Chi-Chi have the same one. You've only ever cleared floor 11. You've only ever cleared floor 11, huh? And you want to build a plunge Chi-Chi? What I'm hearing? Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Oh, hello there. Hello, hello. Sorry, I just want to fix their farm really quick. In my defense, you've never tried floor 12. You've been too scared to. You've never even touched the abyss. You've never even tried it? Guys, come on now. Like, I'm not very good at the game. But I've at least tried it. You guys gotta at least try it. Even if you fail, look at it this way. If you can manage to clear the abyss, floor 12, you at least get, like, minute rewards. Actually, no, you need 1 star. Never mind. You should be able to 1 star it, though. Alright, I think that's everything. Oh, shit. I need a honeycomb farm. You don't own any Nodcry characters apart from the 4 stars, and you're not even clearing floor 12. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the only Nodcry character I own except I know is Columbina. The Abyss scares you. Don't be scared, be anxious. That's what you should be. Sorry. The Abyss, the Abyss always gives me anxiety when I can't clear it. How are you guys out? Hello? What? Hold on a minute. What's going on here? What? Did my chicken farm break again? This will be like the 5th fucking time. Oh my god. Get out of here. How does this farm keep breaking? Maybe I think I might have put too many chickens in it. You're better at Stygian? I can't even clear Stygian. I gave up on it. Oh. Oh well, that'll have to do. You will never touch endgame modes except easy theater. You're terrible at every endgame. I don't know, guys. Maybe you should just do what I did, which is save up for a year to C6 the most meta character you can, so you can clear content for years afterwards. It's that easy. I don't know why you guys are I don't know why you guys are struggling with it. That's all I had to do. And now I still can't even clear endgame mode, so take that. You're gonna do that, C6 Nicole Trust. You? Oh, I don't believe that. Not for a second. Based on everything I know about you, the only way you're getting a C6 character is if you spend $1,000. Because I think you are incapable of saving up money past... I don't think you're capable of saving up a 10 pull. You have 101 pulls after farming for 2 weeks on end. Excuse me, I saved 60 pulls before. I don't believe that either. You can say that, but I don't believe it. You'll do it once you get a laptop. Oh, right, you're on mobile. That makes sense. That makes sense. You know what, to be fair, if you're on mobile, you have an excuse to not touch endgame mode. It was forgotten you literally saw my account? I don't remember that far back. Dude, I don't remember what I was doing 2 weeks ago. God. Ugh. I gotta get rid of these. I just gotta cut off my nose. My nose can't run if it doesn't exist. Just forgotten you literally saw my account. Oh, I read that already. Sorry, I forgot that I had read it. See, exactly what I said. You went and pulled Venti, so we don't talk about it. Do you guys... Okay, I have a question. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to say the question. Never mind. You don't get to know the question. You don't even want to know. I know you don't want to know. It's fine. I didn't even care anyways. It's whatever. Sigh. Own C1 Venti and C1 Veressa. Yeah. And you say you're capable of saving up pulls. It's not as bad as your tablet, but you prefer to have some space on it so you can draw and animate without issue. Yeah, I'll be honest, the storage of these games is a bit ridiculous. I have an entire hard drive dedicated just to these big games. So like I don't have storage issues anymore, but I had to buy a whole I had to buy a whole 4 terabyte hard drive. No, 2 terabyte hard drive just for these. Or 2. I actually can't remember. But I had to buy a whole, like, well, I didn't have to, but I chose to buy a whole hard drive just to skip that issue. Your laptop is dedicated to Genshin only, sadly. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to resolve those issues because, like, you can't make your game smaller, you know? Like, it's just going to get bigger and bigger. So I don't know what their plan is with the games. But they gotta implement something because, you know, you can't just have people do that stuff. You can't just have people who need to dedicate like whole devices for it, you know? You're gonna save until the end of the game now just to spite you. Oh, wow. You made a protein bomb. Wow. Will I see the end of Genshin, or will my phone see the end first? The questions we really gotta ask. There aren't any other games you like except for Minecraft. Your friend quit because of the storage issues. I mean, it's not like... Oh, I'm sticking a Q-tip in my ear. It's not like you can bypass them. If you don't have the storage, you literally don't have the storage. There's not really anything you can do. So it's like it sucks, but once you run out of storage, that's it. And not everybody can afford like storage. I mean, like, hard drives aren't the cheapest thing, but not everybody can like afford a new one, and also not everybody can install a new hard drive. Not everybody has the capacity to do that. Your tablet can hardly even fit a single regular game on it. Oh, good old tablets. You could just delete old quests and all, but even those files still end up on your tablet. If you have to quit, you'll give your account to one of us. You're joking, you won't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what their plan is, because, you know, like, okay, they said that they plan for Genshin to last 20 years in total, right? Like, we're 5 years into a 20-year plan. What's their, like, how do they expect people to have the storage in 15 years, you know? $1 is $50 for me, so you're cooked. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Your stylus tip is falling apart and you're getting new ones tomorrow. Good for you. Costs are so expensive. Yeah, PCs are just like, there's so many PC parts that are super expensive right now, especially RAM. I'm really glad I built my computer when I did, because I feel like I built it right before things got too expensive. Anyway, would you guys like, I have a question. Would you guys like to hear the question? Do you guys want to hear my question? It's okay if you don't. I'm sorry. I can't stop myself. You're so mad about AI factories buying all the storage up? Yeah. Yeah. You've asked for nothing for your birthday, so your parents to save so you can get a cheap setup for Christmas. Ooh. Let us hear your question. Not really, but go on. Okay. Well, I was gonna ask if you wanted to see the Columbina video early, but maybe if you're being mean, I won't show you. Just trying to clean out these chests as well because they've kind of been overrun and I gotta fix that. Okay, we'll leave the bones in there. So now we'll take the bone. You figured out you have the same birthday as Gordon Ramsay. Cool. Mika Ramsey. Lol. 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 Wait, what was I gonna do? That's right, I needed campfires. Gosh, there's so much to do. Do you have to become a chef now? No, I think you have to become Scottish. I don't think it's all gonna fit. Nah, it didn't fit. Scotland forever! You forgot how 4K everything looks when you wear your glasses? You forgot how good everything looks when you can actually see? The odd thing to forget, yeah? You're part Scottish? Oh, that's cool. I think Scottish... I like Scottish accents. I think they're cool. Glasses are such neat, silly things. So nobody wanted to see the Columbina video? Really? I thought you guys would be super excited to see it. Oh, okay. Oh, da, da. You've seen enough, that's why you don't want to see them. I love David Tennant. Don't make me rant about David Tennant again. Then don't. I didn't. Hey, that was on you. You brought it up. You think you're cooking. You found a coffee machine you want used for $20 and the seller is asking if you want to pick it up. You're so burnt out on Genshin. It's fine, guys. I didn't even want to share it with you anyway. I didn't even want to show you guys anyway. Any more bone storage? Man is the finest man to ever be made. Cool, whatever you say. You thank his parents every day. The Nodcart Arkham Quest took you 7 hours because it wouldn't save and you finished at like 5 AM. 7 hours? Like the latest one? Really? I don't remember it being that long. ba, ba. Sorry, I'm just having fun. Apparently I don't have one for this. Alright, cool. That's a bit cleaned out. And I need to clean out this chest. It's just coral. Coral. You guys doing here? You should be. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here. There we go. Cool. I don't know what this chest is actually. Let's up. Throw the buckets back. Throw the carpets in here. Get the glass in there. Throw the chests back. And then we can recycle this shulker box. Good. Alright. You think we need more David Tennant appreciation in life? Honestly, I prefer Matt Smith. I liked his doctor better. Oh my god, are we full up again? I have nothing to do with all these carrots. You're far too Dutch to know what that is. Google him, please, guys. Nah, you guys. Don't do it. It's not worth your time. Okay, I'm trying to think. Do I want... Nah, fuck. Whatever. Let's throw these in. There we go. I want to make this place look better. Still haven't figured out what I want to do. Bingle bongle, dingle dangle, lippity doo, lippity da, bing bong lippy, tatty tuda. Was that English? This is the portion I think that's gotta go next. I don't know. I wanted to create like a dock thing. A chicken over there? The chicken doing that? It's what the 10th Doctor said. Oh. Okay. I gotta do something. I'm just running around the world doing nothing. I need to pick one single project to work on. I just don't know what. There's too many projects to do. There's too much work to be done in this world. He's funny, but you didn't watch his series. David Tennant was fine. I like Matt's. It's just I think Matt Smith was the better Doctor, but I like them both. I finally finished Matt Smith's series, and I'm just like, I don't think I really want to watch Capaldi. I'm not really vibing with this house anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I don't really care for it anymore, but I don't really want to tear it down. Do want to work on the roads back here too. These are too like wide, I think. No one take away the #1 spot of your favorite people from Kakashi. Yes. These are words I understand. I think I want to expand. Let me see. Do I want to expand this direction or this direction? Just think. I'm gonna work right here. Let's work right here. Let's just do work right here. Just do this. Okay, this is all terraformed now that I look at it. Maybe I don't want to tear this down. Your favorite ever since you saw him. This is a time to say reminder of my anime movie. Sorry, tattoo. Matt Smith looks like he get cast as an alien in a sci-fi American movie. Interesting. I guess. You know, I learned recently that Matt Smith was on Morbius. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. If only it was a good movie. He was in the Game of Thrones series too, which also I didn't really enjoy. I kind of wanted this to be flatter. Like, I don't like this section right here. Let's tear this down. What is your status? #1 Kakashi Smasher. That's weird. That's weird. You guys are weird. You guys are weird. I need build ideas. I'm so stuck on this world. I have no idea what to do. But every time I try to create a new world, I give up on it because I'm like, oh, I don't have any of the stuff anymore, dude. Icky Toby, the love of my life. Don't. I will actually freak out. You guys, I'm assuming you're not talking about that one fable about the snake and the mongoose then? What was that called? Oh no, that was Ricky Tikki Toby. Ricky Tikki Tavi, that's what it was. Ricky Tikki Tavi, not so right. I'm gonna buy lean steak and make a Chinese stir fry. Oh yeah? Well, I'm probably going to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, so ha. Take that. Masky is amazing. I'll always be a Masky and an EJ girl. I fear I might be too old for this conversation. Former Jeff Simp here. The shark from Marvel Rival. There's a water put thing there. Who just leaves a puddle of water here? We're gonna have to get rid of that. Creepypasta fans unite. It's been 7 years since my creepypasta phase. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like this direction. As in Jeff the Killer. But yeah, I've heard he's a pretty good support. What about it? That was funny. That was funny. You remember being 7 and begging Slenderman to take me to his mansion? Alright. You need to stop that right now. That was horrible. It was a canon event for everyone to wish Slendy to take us to his mansion. No, no, I think it, no, what? What? What do you mean by that? Weren't we all like that? Weren't we all? I thought that was a normal experience. Nothing about what you guys are saying is normal. You're the odd one out here, Josh. How can I be the odd one out? I'm the main character here. Josh, casually seeing viewers be freaky will always amuse. Well, maybe you should find amusement in not being freaky. Huh? You ever thought of that? Maybe it makes me uncomfortable. Maybe it makes me uncomfortable. You just want to run away. They're so hot for no reason. I think I shan't speak lest I sin. Remember telling your mom you saw Slenderman and she freaked out because she just watched a documentary on the Slenderman killing. But, you know, that's what you guys sound like to me right now, just so you know. Back to Naruto characters. Hear me out on Daidara. Those hands and mouths. I don't like that. You should stop that. That was weird. You fear you have not watched Naruto. Well, based on every conversation I've ever heard about Naruto, specifically this one, I think you're probably not missing out on much. Okay. It's filled in. Daidara has mouths on his hands, but he's also clinically insane. Why would you want any of those qualities? Nope, never mind. Don't answer that question. Don't answer that question. I know where that answer goes, and I don't want to know it. I don't want to know it. I can surmise what you may want, and I dislike it heavily. Want to join in the anime so your Hotake is Shigaraki. And people call me a weeb. Ah, get out of here. The shark fella is also very huggable. Take a damn Zyrtec. Zyrtec. My hot take is Mori from BSD. You know, this reminds me, not very fondly, but I'm reminded of a time when I would hear you all say these things, and then I would look up what you were saying, and be relatively disgusted. So I stopped looking them up. And, like, I'm kind of curious, but I also know where that path lies if I were to look at it again. So I'm not going to do that. Hot take. It's a hot man. It's Madara. Violet from Black Butler. You guys have... It's wonderful to see the effects of the internet and on the youth in real time. That's all I'll say. Goodness. We want to flatten out. I don't know what I want to do with this actually. You'll never apologize for your biggest hot take being Snape. You just say Alan Rickman. Be a bit more, what's the word? Be a bit more... face less scrutiny if you just said Alan Rickman. To be honest. Isn't Snape canonically greasy? Yep. Canonically greasy. Specifically greasy. Sniveling Snape, they called him. I think it's time these cherry blossom trees go. I would rather make them custom. He is, and so what? Ew. Ew. What do you mean, so what? Have you never met a greasy person before? That's, oh, what? Oh, do you guys, okay, do you see my mouse right now? How it's like jiggling? That's because there's our dog hair. Very annoying. You'd wash his hair for him, trust. You could wash the greasy person all you want, they're greasy for a reason. God, I hate these eggs. Sometimes you think about Obito and you break down in tears. Sometimes I hear you guys talk about anime characters and I break down in tears. Yojuro, you love women, specifically Maki from JJK. Oh my god, Senemi. You guys are making up names at this point. Just to mock me. I feel like you're making things up to mock me. You understand the vision. Maki is wonderful. Everyone should love her. Well, you know what? I hate her. I hate her. What do you think about that? Oh, storage space. Close this. Actually, no. No, Josh, these are some of my favorite characters of all time in fiction. No, I think you're lying. I think they're just fake. I think you're lying to me. Ray, stop crying. You know, sometimes I wonder. No, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. That'd be me. Shadow guy figure from My Hero Academia. You guys remember when I was exploring Chenyu Vale? Somebody, I don't remember who, somebody said that their Hear Me Out was a xenomorph. Anybody remember that? A xenomorph. That one was pretty bad. You'd say a toaster, but oh well. Like the brave little toaster? Either way, either way, that's appalling. You know, I have a wish. I have a new wish for Christmas. And it's that you would all learn some goddamn shame. But alas, I fear that that might never happen. This looks so weird without these trees. Shame? What's that? Never heard of it. Yeah, I figured. But you know what? You guys be you. Speaking of which, where's my whale? I gotta find my whale. You need to go claim your ZZZ rewards. None of you guys... Never mind. Never mind. You know what? I don't want to have that conversation. I lied. I'm not gonna say it. Okay, but anyway... Is there another fucking chicken around? Probably not. Let me check. Is my... I need to check something quick. No. Okay, whatever. Whatever. So I don't really have an idea for what I'm gonna do right in this space because I don't really fuck with this either, to be honest. You see the OC you made? Isn't he cute? It looks like a guy. Would it be a horrible thing for me to tell you? Yeah, never mind. I don't want to say it out. I was gonna say, sometimes when I see male anime characters, my eyes just glaze over them. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I don't mean to be rude. I'm trying to think of what to do with this space. Because there's, like, it's kind of awkward, this spacing here. And I don't know what to do with it. He's literally cute. Maybe he is. I'll never know. I don't know what to do with this space, but this farm is kind of useless now. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I also want more concrete and terracotta. Oh, I do want more terracotta. Like, I want more, what's it called? I want a terracotta hall. Like, you guys know how stonemasons will trade you terracotta, like all the color variants. I want to create a hall for them. I guess I could do that. Fusion idea is enough to help you for motivation. So that's not where those go. Would hatred help you? Would help motivate you? What if I told you I didn't think you could do it? Would that motivate you to try and prove me wrong? I don't like the underside of this building. Right? No, it would make you depressed. Okay, well then I didn't say that. I think I said... How about... No, I got nothing. It should be this. Ooh, I just had an idea. I don't know how well this idea works out, but I want to make this section like a laboratory. I wonder if I could do that. You're gonna pull on ZZZ. Don't do it. Gambling's not worth it. It's not worth it. Whew. All right. So what do I want to do with this space? I guess is probably the next big thing. Because I really don't like this food farm I have. I think I'm not gonna get rid of it, but actually, is there anything underground right here? No, not really. I could move it underground. Actually, I might move it underground. That would be really cool. Well, maybe not really cool, but I think I'm gonna move this place underground and make it a 4-wide food farm. Because I really don't like this design. Like, at all. I just don't know how to do this section of the river. Because I want to keep this mountain. The goal for the mountain is to make, like, an underground section of the mountain. But then I did want to tear down the mountain, too. You know what? Screw it. I have an idea. We're going to tear down the mountain because why not? Why wouldn't we tear down the mountain? Let's do that. Let's tear down a mountain. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Yeah, let's tear this fricker down. You didn't get an S, you got 4 A's. That's 4-star, the 4-star equivalent, right? Tough break, brother. Put a drawing of your Naruto OC in Discord. I still can't get over the word OC. I think it's been permanently ruined for me. I don't think I'll ever be able to see that word ever again. Your time to announce your main is Seth in Harumasa, but mainly Seth. Like Seth Bling. Let's start with this. Because Catboy. Did you guys know? I mean, I assume you would all know this because you're all weebs. But did you guys know that that anime characters are specifically designed to look feline in nature? You guys know that? To me, that it seems weird though. That cat girls and cat boys would be such a popular anime trope. If they're already designed to look like cats, why would making them look even more like cats work? You know? Why would that be a thing? But it is a thing. It's a very popular thing. So, what do I know? You love femboys. That's weird. You shouldn't admit that. It's not. I'm not saying it's wrong or anything. I'm saying you should not admit to the internet ever. What I'm trying to say is you need to find your shame. Is what I'm saying. Because the sharp chin and face shape and big eyes, they're designed to look endearing. You are a femme. I hate this. I hate all of you. Can we talk about something I like now? Like, let's talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah? Your ex was a femboy. Well. Alright. Alright then. I'll just tear down this mountain in silence. You got a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you're trying to get rid of. Oh yeah? Why are you trying to get rid of them? Oh, actually, you know what? I have a lot of cards I need to get rid of too. Just don't know the best way to do it. You regret every second of that relationship. Was it because he was a femboy? Was that the driving reason? You sneeze for the 500th time. Cool. Same with Pokemon. You could probably make a lot of money getting rid of Pokemon cards, but Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have the same value. I doubt you get very much trying to get rid of them. I want to enter... You know, I want to enter a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament this year. It's because he cheated 14 times, but sure. Well, did he cheat because he was a femboy? You own a lot of Pokemon cards. Like, easily in the hundreds. Yeah, I own thousands of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Would you guys like to see... This is a box of common bulk from, I believe, Supreme Darkness of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I literally have... I can't do anything with. Because I have like 30 of each of these common cards that I can't do anything with. So they're just sitting in a box rotting. Gotta get rid of. No, I think I have a Piplup. Pretty sure I have a Pip. Oh no, it's Squirtle. I was thinking. Do I really know Piplup? I feel like I have it in Bullion. I guess not. Okay. Huh. I thought I did, but I don't. You could probably buy one on Vinted. You could buy one from a lot of places. I mean, there's probably over 10 different, probably over 30 different Piplup cards out there in the world of like variants and artworks and abilities, stuff like that. I bet there's like a, you know, I bet there's Dawn's Piplup. That would probably be a cool, that would be a cool one to get. You know, I don't collect, I don't really collect Pokemon cards, but I think if I was going to start, well, I don't have the money, to start because it's Scalper's Paradise, but I think what I would want to start my collection would be a copy of all the, like, owned Pokemon. So, like, Cynthia's Garchomp is a big one. Actually, that's the only one I can think of. But like, I want to start trying to get all those. You just found your ID and health insurance card. Health insurance card. I actually don't know where mine is. I would hope it's in my desk, but I'm actually not so sure. You know what else I want to do? I want to create a perimeter. And I've been thinking about it, and I think that is a good place to start. Could be a good place to start. Squid! Squidodly. Your head. I think. What? Never mind. I was gonna make a joke, but I don't want to make that joke. Piplup's adorable. Piplup's okay. I prefer Cyndaquil. Although those aren't even the same generation of Pokemon. Wait, are they? No, they're not. No, that's Oshawott that I'm thinking of. You love Axew? You want to get an Axew plushie. Axew, huh? Cool. Any dragon type is cool. A little dark. May I ask you a question? Ha! Lol, I get it. Because ask you, the Pokemon, sounds like ask you. That's so funny. Oh my god, you're so hilarious. It's a good one right there. King of comedy, one might say. What time is it? It is almost noon. I want to eat food. What should I eat for lunch? Does anyone have any recommendations on what I should consume for lunch today? Posture. Oh, you know what? I need a haircut. I was gonna cut my hair yesterday and then I didn't, but I wish I had. Oh well. Scrambled eggs and avocado toast like a true Californian. Ooh. I could make. I have. Now I want to. I kind of. Eggs would not be a terrible idea. Oh, I gotta do dishes. Ugh. I can't make scrambled eggs when the dishes are dirty. I don't have any onion though. Okay. Just cut it off right. You know, I used to have a world where I would just flatten the entire world. Wonder what happened to that thing. Onion and scrambled eggs. Yeah, I liked. Well, it's not specific. Like I like doing onion and red bell pepper. Well, just bell pepper in general, but I prefer red. And scrambled eggs, give it a little bit of kick. Unheard of. Put bacon in it. I'm not a huge bacon person. I don't really like bacon all that much. I'll eat it, but I'll never like go out of my way to get it. Because I'm not a big pork guy. Do you guys want to see my whale? Alright, you guys are gonna see my whale. What? Where's there you are? You can't see it, but this is a Starlight rare, which is the highest rarity in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. This is a $30 whale. It's called Eniacraft Atori.mar. It's a whale. Yeah, I told you it's a whale. So this is a deck I'm building, and I'm actually super excited for it, and it's super cool. Oh my god, Mion Genshin. Would you guys, I don't know, like to see how Eniacraft works? Gulp. Maybe look at some Yu-Gi-Oh combos and whatnot. This is gonna take a while to tear down. I was I might have been miscalculating the size of this thingy. You're fighting on ZZZ. I remember when I tried out ZZZ, I was really disappointed because I thought the combat would be more fun, but it ended up being like really easy. I thought it would be like more difficult. When your boyfriend was here, you spent 10 pounds on Wuo because you wanted Linné. And he said, yeah, all you do is spend money in an accusatory tone, and that still pisses you off. I could imagine. Now, have you ever considered... Never mind, that's a bad joke. I was gonna... No, never mind. I don't have any advice for you, but that's... sucky. That's sucky. That's euros, Josh, not pounds. What's the pound symbol then? He spent far more money on you than Gacha. Did you guys ever see that story of the guy who spent $600 on Farina and it like completely ruined his marriage? That's crazy. Oh, it looks like that. Okay. I'm sorry, all your European currencies sound the same to me. Yes. I think that was like the craziest story ever because I think the craziest part about that story is that there was two people who play Genshin that were getting married. That's crazy. Like that's the most fanciful idea I've ever heard of in my life. Genshin players can't have relationships. That was absolutely wild. Yeah, that guy had serious problems though. See, like, that's the kind of, whenever somebody says they like Farina, that's the kind of person that I imagine them to be. Because there's like people who like fetishize Farina are really weird. And it really grosses me out. Speaking of Linné, did you get her? Because I pulled her in her weapon, and I don't know how to use her, but I've been prepping for her. And I'm excited because she's really... How do I say this? She really scratches an itch. I wasn't going to pull for her, and then the first time I met her in the story, she hit me with her car. And then I was sold from there on out. You think he was... mad because you were overwhelmed when you started playing Ghost of Tsushima and you wanted to play Wu instead, but he was mean about it. Is he one of the people who's like an elitist gamer where if you don't like really high quality AAA games, then he doesn't think of them as games? Who should you cosplay next from Genshin? Ooh, You should do Zhongli. I like his robe. You think you don't like Furina because of that? You just like her design because of the BG style. Yeah, I don't know if it, like, people are just, because you guys know I'm a well-known Furina hater in every aspect, but it's like the people who like Furina are like her as like in a really creepy way that confused. Of course, it's capable of, you can like Furina and not be like that. It's just that Furina and Hu Tao are two of those characters that kind of attract creepy people to them, you know? You're 5 foot 40 kilograms. You do not suit Zhongli. Okay. I saw yesterday on, I've seen some people doing cosplays they should not be doing. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Think about this. Honestly, I'd like a Zhongli suit. I think his suit's dope. I think his suit's really cool. People really scare you sometimes. They should. Like, maybe not paralyzing fear, but people are scary. There's some messed up people in the world. Did you know there's people who actually I couldn't think of a joke in time, never mind. There's that a character, he was overwhelmed because he forgot the fighting mechanics and he got oddly upset. Is Ghost of Tsushima his favorite game? Because that would probably explain what that's all about. You want to cosplay Yanfei, but you can't find her anywhere. Well, I know you said you broke your sewing machine, but why don't you do a hand sewn one? Isn't that like a big part of cosplay? Like people actually like making their props and their costumes? Isn't that like a big part of it? Learn how to sew then. I think if I was ever going to do a cosplay that I was gonna like go out into something, I would want to do it. I would want to sew it, if possible. I don't really know how to sew, but I'd want to do like, I'd want to make something of it. I wouldn't want to just buy something because I see a lot of like cosplay things that look really cheap, and if I was gonna do one, I would want it to be like really well made. Maybe not really well made, but like designed to last, I guess. It's not his favorite. He was just mad out of nowhere. You're considering asking him why he did that. Well, that's your prerogative, but sometimes things just don't have an answer. Sometimes people just are weird and get upset over nothing. That might not be the case here, but I just realized I'm sweeping my pickaxe back and forth and doing the same thing with my neck. How embarrassing. Only cosplay you've handmade is Shoujo from JJK and your Rin cosplay that no longer fits. Oh, you know what I said? I think one of the only characters that I've ever wanted to actually like do a costume for was Silas. I said if I ever got my abs back, I would do Silas. He would be really fun because this costume is basically just like, how do you like, if you well, he doesn't really have much going on him for character design, but I have the hair to like, I could grow out my hair to do his hair, and then I would get the chains. Like the chains would be the big part of it. I think would be the most fun. Randy ran about of angry sass, like you don't like real games, you like swiping your card because it's easy. I think that's what he said. Interesting. Does your boyfriend by chance enjoy fighting games? Silas, not the one from Love and Deep Space, I take it. No, you guys have, oh, you forgot, you guys don't play Genshin. Or sorry, League, not Genshin. Hold on. Silas was like one of the characters I was super invested into. This is him. This is what he looks like. So this is not a great picture of him, Better picture. This is what he looks like in game. Doesn't look as good, but I think I could do the hair really easily. And then he's just kind of in jeans. And then it's like the big thing about him is he's got these shackles because these are the chains he was in. How do I explain this to you guys? This is a decent picture of him. So, how do I explain this? So, these shackles he has are made of a magic absorbing stone, and he was imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit, pretty much. Oh, sorry. And then he was able to break out and then create like an uprising. This is the comic he's in, which looks way more sexual than I remember it looking. But yeah, Silas is pretty hot. This is what he looked like in the cinematic. He's a cool character. His whole kit is his ultimate is he steals another character's ultimate and then can use it. He's really cool. He's really fun. He's also really hated. People do not like him. You like men? Yeah, I kind of figured. Yes, I love Silas so much. You know what? Screw all you guys. No, that's the wrong way to phrase it. You guys want to watch one of the earlier... Well, we're going to watch it. I don't care what you say. We're going to watch one of the earlier montages I made. Because I made a Silas montage and it was really bad. And I want to watch it. We're going to go down memory lane. You guys ready? No. He's growling at the blanket again because it's too tight. Alright, let's go down memory lane. Oh god, what did I just do? Charlie! Stop! He's growling at the blankets. Let's see. We gotta go back far. You like Silas from Love and Deep Space? It's a guilty pleasure because the way he acts is cringe. Oh yeah? Ah, here we go. League of Legends, but it's a poorly edited montage video. Stop it. I like the blanket touching you out from under. Why is he growling at the blanket? Because he's old and he doesn't like being touched. So if anything ever like touches him when he's sleeping. Sorry, he doesn't like being touched when he's sleeping. So if he's sleeping and something touches him, he growls at it. But sometimes it's just the blanket being too tight on him. He'll just growl at it. You see, he's burrowing again. Ugh. So he's probably gonna start growling. You guys ready? This is so fun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at this. I don't remember this song. I can't believe I used to play like this. This is on my old laptop and it's super laggy. Look how laggy it is. I love League of Legends. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though, I thought that this would be a better montage. I know it wasn't gonna be good, but it's kind of like boring. Do you guys believe I made videos on this game for like 3 years? 4 years almost. 5 years! Oh! Well, I guess 3. Okay, this one's boring me. Screw that. Let's go look at something better. Alright. Ha! Here we go. Hypocricide. This is the one I was thinking of. Really Love and Deep Space for a bit, but your phone ran out of storage. That was during Silas's birthday event, and you got his memory card, then had to delete the game. Love and Deep Space, huh?
I was trying.
Whatever they bring, I'll match it.
Oh, this game. I missed this game. I say like I didn't play 2 days ago. Actually, did I play yesterday? I played yesterday. Ooh.
At last, the entrance I deserve.
Tried playing Obey Me when I was younger, but it confused you. Boop, boop, boop.
Fucking counter Galio, baby! Let's go!
Oh, my old mic too. You're gonna go, you got a headache? Well, have fun doing whatever you're doing. Which is probably laying in the dark with a headache. One thing about Silas is his voice actor is anonymous but sounds suspiciously like Ray Chase. Is Ray Chase... Ray Chase is Sino, right?
Oh, you're good.
What?
You're good.
Or am I is that somebody
He
else?
outranged me, and he
Oh.
outstud me.
You can, yeah, I don't have to be. Oh, fuck, I'm dead.
You're good.
Hi lovely. Back to Minecraft. Where's my music? Ray Chase is haunting you in almost every game. Have you ever considered asking him nicely to not do that? Ray Chase is Nouvelette. Oh, okay. Nouvelette. Nouvelette. Newbie's I like, here's the thing about Nouvelette. I actually really like Nouvelette's character a lot. I think he's really cool. His voice lines are awesome, and his character's really cool. But I gotta say, Nouvelette has to be one of the least fun characters I've ever played in the entire game. I think probably at C6, it'd feel a lot better. But I played for a very long time with a C0 Nouvelette on my friend's account when I was taking care of it, and it has to be like, and not even like a bad Nouvelette. It was a very well invested Nouvelette with Farina, with Shylonen, with Kazuha, like with every premium. Like I could play every single premium character with Nouvelette that I wanted, and he just felt so bad, and I just really didn't enjoy playing him. He was just so boring. Sayu is Sino and Jingyuan. I did know that. You love and adore Nouvelette. He's a universal father figure. Well, he's also a dragon. I don't know if dragons make very good father figures. For real, for real. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot. We're all damaged people here, huh? Ba da 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 da. Dragon. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. You know, speaking of burning out on Genshin, well, this is something you said like 30 minutes ago, but speaking of burning out on Genshin, I've been really wanting to play more WoWa, right? Because I've had issues with burning out on WoWa. Not like specifically burning out, but kind of just not having the time. But I can't, like, I wanted to play WoWa today, but I can't, like, I can stream it, but I've been trying to avoid it because WoWa and Subnautica both have the issue where when I play it, my fans, like, kick into high gear, and I cannot figure out why. So my goal, I'm gonna try and install my new fans tomorrow, and I hope that it fixes the issue, but it might not. And I'm suspecting there might be a bigger issue with my computer, which I would hate because the computer's not even a year old yet, but there might be something bigger that I have to look into. You were gonna say something related to Dragon, but you kept it to yourself. See, you've learned your shame, and I appreciate it. I feel like I know what you shall not speak of it. Oh, of the dragon thing? Yeah, gee, I wonder what we could be talking about with dragons. I don't know, it can't be something bad. Anyway, yeah. So that's why I haven't played WoW in a bit. Well, I play WoW every day, but just to do like the the daily stuff. I haven't like actually done much in the game yet because I'm a bit worried that I'm worried that my video card is having like the thermal pads running out, or not running out, like need to be replaced. So I've been trying to avoid anything that causes hotspot issues. Yeah, of the dragon. Ah, God. I need to iron my mouse pad. It's like it's curling up on the edges because I play with my arm like on if this is my mouse pad, this is my arm. So I rub it constantly and it curls, and I need to fix that. But oh well, we'll do it some other time because I'm not doing it today. Are you guys entertained watching me break down a mountain? Is this what the cool kids refer to as content? You need to catch up on the new JJK episodes. Okay. I didn't even know that was I thought it was a finished thing. You're being fed Michelin star content, Shoso content, which is what? Like what do they make? You know, I kind of hate the word content. I feel like it's become a buzzword. Oh, excuse me. But speaking of the buzzword, I kind of want to I've been wanting to make a lot of more variety stuff. I'm just finding it so hard to edit them and do stuff. They're doing season 3. Oh, Chozo is a character. Okay, my bad. My friend Ryan is like, he never really watched anything anime related ever. And then I was talking to him like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and he was trying to convince me to watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I was like, what happened to you? You've never watched an anime any day in your life. Nanami is dead, Choso will die, everyone dies, and you're sad. Yeah. I don't like that about a lot of like the more interesting animes always ends with like every character dying. Oops. Like I was considering watching, this song is so fucking loud. I was considering watching Chainsaw Man until I learned that all the characters that were potentially interesting to me died. I was like, gay? Maybe I don't want to watch that. One of the first, because I never really watched anime, but there were a couple of mangas. Manga sounds weird. There were a couple of mangas that I read early on. Not early on, but like the couple of mangas that I read because it was easier to find mangas to read than to watch anime. And one of the first ones I read was Akame ga Kill, which was horrific. It was horrific. I mean the first chapter, spoiler alert, the first chapter he gets separated from his childhood friend, and then he finds her basically like cut up into pieces and still kind of alive, which I should have stopped reading at that point, but I didn't, and I wish I had, because it was pretty much all the same of that. Chainsaw Man broke You Can't Even Lie. You think it was just as bad on your heart as JJK. Should read Neon Genesis Evangelion. The only thing I know about that is I don't know anything about the manga. I know in the anime the main character jacks off over the ginger girl, and then I think the older purple hair one grooms him. That's what I know from memes. Neon Genesis Evangelion follows you around like a shadow and you keep trying to avoid it. Ooh, you wanna watch it. Ooh. You know it's good, but you can't? Then don't. I'm out of storage space again. You wouldn't believe it, but tearing down a mountain is hazardous on my inventory. Oops. No, what are you talking about? No, pretty sure that's what happens. I'm an expert in these things, see, because I've seen memes online for years. So I'm an expert. Oh god. Goodness me. Do you guys know, I was watching, not watching, well, I was watching some, Moist Critical videos the other day, and I was taking a look at his YouTube channel. Did you guys know that he streams every day? Isn't that insane? Because I was checking the live section of his YouTube channel, and it, like, every single day this year he has streamed. Or at least when I last checked it. Which I think is crazy. Like, I know it's his full-time job, but, like, that's insane, like, that amount of work to do stuff like that. And it's even crazier to think because he makes videos nearly every day. Like, almost every single day he makes a video, and he doesn't have an editor. He does it himself. So he's editing and streaming, like, every single day, which is so much work. I struggle to make a video every 2 weeks. Granted, I do edit it. His videos are a lot less edited, but still, it's a lot of work. You literally binge watch Naruto and Boruto like 30 or 50 times. Older anime have so many episodes, you've watched all of Naruto and Boruto multiple times. You can't do that anymore. You did not know that? What? Yeah, he's like, it's crazy. I watched a video one time where he was showing how much money he made off YouTube, and in one 4-hour stream of a game, he made $84,000. And I nearly threw up in my mouth looking at that. Because that is like, that's more than a lot of people I know make in a year, made in about 4 hours. And that's crazy to think about. Because if you take a look, like obviously that's one of his higher grossing streams, but if he's streaming every single day, and he's making a video that gets millions of views every day, and he doesn't pay an editor because he does it all himself, you can start to understand why he disabled monetization on his content. Because that is so much money. That's like unfathomable amounts of money. It's always fun to think about, like, it's always fun to think, if you made that much money, what would you do with it, you know? And there gets to a point where, like, you kind of just run out of things to do. Your Jiraiya hoodie is breaking at the seam. Coming cannon. Interesting. You guys can hear the music, right? It's really quiet, but you can hear it. Yeah, okay, good. I was watching back last week's stream and the Subnautica stream, and you can barely hear me at all compared to the music. And nobody told me that, like, I was just super quiet. If you had that much money, you'd buy a house. Yeah, I mean, if I made that much money, the first thing I would do is buy myself a house. The second thing I would do is buy my mom a new house, and then fix up our current house. And then she can do whatever she wants with that, I don't care. And then the third thing I would do is... What would I do? I'd probably buy a bunch of stuff. Like, I wouldn't buy a car because I already have a car and I like my car. And I'd want to save the money to fix up my car. I'd buy a house and I'd decorate the shit out of it. I'd probably get a new internet plan. Stuff like that. And then, like, the only thing that sucks is, like, that's kind of it. Like, obviously, I want a house. I would want land. There's, like, small things I'd want. Like, small computer parts. Like, couple small things. And stuff like that. But realistically, what I would want with that much money is to be able to invest it into more video editing stuff. Like, if I made that much money off, like, one time, I think I would want to invest it into editors so that I could make more videos. Because, as you know, like, right now, oh, I'm using the wrong pickaxe. Right now, it's like I spend so much time editing that I can't, like, on making specifically Genshin videos, I can't make videos for other games, and I'd like to. But I'd do that. But then again, if I was making that much money, I probably would be at a point where I could just make whatever I want, irregardless. You would travel a lot, and then you would pay off debt. Pay off debt and for an education. Yeah, those are good things. Like, those are very solid plans. You'd pay for a VTuber model and start VTubing. Really? 84,000 just to do that? Why don't you start with PNG tubing? Oh, you know what else I would get? I would put overhead lighting, because I haven't had overhead lighting in a house since I was 8 years old. I would want overhead lighting. You know what else I would want? I would want, this was something I had in my last house. I would want a washer dryer combo in my kitchen, because I don't like having it in the garage. I'd rather have it in a kitchen. I liked it being in the kitchen. It was more, I missed that. Design yourself, but you couldn't do the rigging. Whole system's rigged, and we all know the rigor. You know, I think the biggest thing I would do if I had like that amount, if I was making that amount of money, is I would hire friends and family so that they wouldn't have to work, or would at least have the option to not work. Because I think that's always something that that's always been one of my biggest dreams as like, whenever you think about like becoming a millionaire, that's always been one of my biggest dreams, is like to be able to employ people in my life so that they don't have to work these jobs that they don't really enjoy. You know, give them the option to have a livelihood outside of that, because I think that's probably like the best thing you could do with ludicrous amounts of money. Once you've made sure that you're set, right? Like, once you've made sure that you're set and that you have, like, you know, you have a fallback plan if everything were to dry up instantly, you don't really, like, once you're set, then you don't really need as much money. The best thing to do is to be able to, like, give people in your life the opportunity to get out. One day you want to earn enough money to take your mom on vacation and pay for it all yourself. See, that's like a good goal. That's a good goal too. I'd like to, when I was little, I always wanted to like live in a house with friends. I don't really want that now, but I'd want to live like, I would like to be able to make enough money off of doing YouTube to like employ my friends as part of a company so that they wouldn't have to work as line cooks and stuff like that. And obviously my mom. That way she could retire early. That's like the dream, I think. I need to repair both these things. Also, I want to be rich enough that I could buy lots of shiny Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's always the big goal. Lots of shiny pieces of cardboard, baby. You hope to earn enough money off your art to help your mom so she doesn't have to overwork all the time. Yep, that's a very good goal. Very good personal goal. I mean, whatever. Okay. Okay, there we go. You can't work the usual 8 hours, so it's the only option you got. Well, not a bad thing. Well, nah, I don't have a response. That is a good goal, and I hope you can achieve it. Your head still hurts, you need more coffee. No! No! This should be a wake-up call. You should start working against it. If you are having this bad of withdrawals, you gotta start curtailing that. That is worrisome. You need coffee too. Oh no. Oh no, guys. Ugh. You know, I like soda as much as the next person, but so I'm not really one to be judging, but you gotta cut these caffeine addiction. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Oh my god, the mountain looks so weird now. That's not the. You've been drinking less coffee lately? Actually, but you can only go so far. Yeah, you can only go so far, but oh well. Oh well. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Speaking coffee addiction aside, do you guys see what I see here? Do you see the vision? This kind of looks like a stage. What if my initial goal was to make like a well, like a half broken open well with like water flowing and make it look cool? I could make it into a stage. No, it's so much work. I don't know. I'm sorry, I just saw it there and I had to say it. This will be your second cup of the day, unlike normally. I don't understand why you like coffee. It tastes disgusting. It's like alcohol. Like, it doesn't taste good. helps you stay awake and focused. But yeah, but I don't know. I choose to. I don't like. Don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm very anti-stimulant. But then again, I don't have to. There's a lot of times that, like, I don't actually need to stay awake and focused all the time. So, I guess you know, I guess like a lot of people drink coffee for their job, but I don't have that. I don't have that need right now. So. You're gonna do the dishes, actually. Ew, don't remind me. I have to do them too. Have fun. Right? The most fun thing in the world, doing dishes. You know, I hate doing dishes like most people do. I started to wonder. Well, maybe not wonder. I started to daydream. What if I only owned one bowl, one plate, one pot, one pan, and a single fork, you know, like one of every dish. So I only had to wash one at a time. You know? What if I did that? You drink coffee because you love the taste and you get withdrawal if you don't. And you do see the concern in that statement, right? You do see how that statement could be cause for concern, right? Peak minimalism. More I just don't like washing dishes. You clean for money, so you get used to it. You're a janitor at your local cinema. Cinema? I was gonna say, have you ever eaten popcorn off the floor? But that's a weird question. That's a weird question. I probably shouldn't ask that. Unless you just wanted to volunteer the information. That's gross. That's not a no. That's not a no. Speaking of gross, do you guys like the more consistent schedule, even if it means less streams? I think I've been doing a good job of... How many weeks is it? 3? 4? I've been doing a good job of actually staying on schedule, but it does... I don't know, like, I don't know if it averages out to be more or less streams per year. You like the consistent schedule? That's good to know. The carpets are over 40 years older, so that's still not a no. You can be honest here. We won't judge you. I wonder if this is the year I start streaming on Twitch again. I don't know if my internet can handle it. Okay, so I want to kind of take this section, because the initial goal was to have like a laboratory here. I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore, but I need to like do something with these walls. No? Alright, that's all you had to say. Never eat popcorn off the floor at the cinema. Alright. We believe you. I think what I need to do also is go right here and cut this off, because I'm going to redo the riverbed as well. Probably not going to do anything. I don't think I'm going to do anything special like making I'm probably not going to like make glass floors with cool designs or anything. Maybe I will, but for now, I just want to make it a bit deeper. This part's good, but like over there, I'm going to rework where it is. So we're going to have to dry this out. Like that. Because we're going to redo the whole river here, I think. There's snow outside, which is a good thing, but what? But. Sorry, that was inappropriate. But you're on your period, which is bad. Yeah, that would be bad. Never eat anything off the floor. You don't know what kind of stuff people had on their soles, their shoes. I'm not saying I would ever eat popcorn off the floor of the cinema. Well, movie theater. I'm not saying I would. I was asking if you had. It wasn't like I wasn't trying to justify my action by by asking you. I've eaten stuff off my floors before, all the time. If I drop a piece of avocado, I pick it up, I rinse it off, and I eat it. That is something I've done, do, and will continue to do. Okay, so I think, I don't know, share this whole thing. I think I'm probably just gonna break it. Because the issue here is, I don't know if I'm going to go with this design, but I do kind of want to tear it down. I don't know. You'd rather eat an apple that fell on the floor because you can at least wash it and peel off the skin. I'm a gross person. I don't know what to tell you. There's not a lot in this world that were like. I was thinking about this. I've thought about this before. There's like basically nothing in the world I wouldn't like stick my hand in to clean. Because you know, like people always are like, ugh, gross. But whenever I'm like cleaning, I always think of it like, I can wash my skin easy. So there's like very few things that like because I find things disgusting, right? Like they smell nasty, but whenever like, you know, like when your sink gets backed up and you gotta stick your hand in the dishwasher or in the dish drainer, like I think I've stuck my hand in some nasty things. And I think there's very little that I wouldn't stick my hand in. The only exception being your mom. I got him. It was all a setup. Sorry. I'm not really sorry. I think it was funny. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this whole idea. Because I did want to like cut this out and make something of it. I don't know if I'm gonna do that anymore. That was the plan at one point. I don't know if I like the plan anymore. I mean, it couldn't hurt. Well, it could hurt, but maybe it won't hurt. You always feel grossed out when you enter the girls' restroom. You clean it, because what the fuck is that stuff on the wall, and what's that smell? You know what? It's very interesting you say, what's that smell? Because when I went to camp as a kid, in 6th grade, I went to a camp, right? Like in the forest. Well, yeah, like in the forest. And they separated us by gender, because you know you can't have boys and girls in the same cabins, right? So we ended up on one side of the forest, and because of that, because there was no girls in that section, they let us use the boys and girls bathroom, and I don't know why, but we used the girls bathroom just because we could, and it smelled so weird and rank. You know, it was weird. It couldn't hurt, but maybe it won't hurt. It could hurt, but maybe it won't hurt you before getting a piercing. I don't. You might not believe that. You guys might find this crazy. I don't really like pain. I don't really like things hurting. I hate shots. I hate blood tests. I hate them all. I hate all of them. Blood tests are worse than shots though, because they actually got to get in your vein. Oh my god, that was bad. It's been a long time since I've had a blood test, but I had one. That's how I found out I was anemic, and it was looking at a needle inside me and seeing blood come out of me. I can't do blood. I don't do I said that there's not a lot of things that gross me out. Blood and gore, just blood and gore and innards, that one always gets me. I can't do it. You have a fear of syringes? Ooh, needles. Ugh. It was such a weird feeling, seeing my blood come out of me. Because I'm not scared of my own blood, because I have nosebleeds all the time. I bleed, I'm not scared of blood. I don't like seeing my blood coming out of, coming into a bag. That was weird. I didn't like it. I don't like it at all. You always get stabbed with them? You always got stabbed with them. Yeah, I don't like syringe. There was a shot I was supposed to do 4 or 5 years ago that I never got, that I still have to get. It's kind of an important one. I just put it off because it wasn't mandatory, but there is one I do need to get still. But that's for whenever I go back to the doctors, because I haven't been to the doctors in years, but I gotta do that this. Blood tests hurt so much. You hate. Oh god, my feet are so cold. I'm wearing big old socks and it doesn't even matter. How close am I to the ground? Oh, I'm not close at all. Okay, I have a ways to go. Good to know. It's kind of annoying because I keep losing and gaining my beacon effect too. Should I? Probably should, take this down layer by layer. I don't want to do this anymore, though. Should I keep going? Yes. Will I? Maybe. I don't know. I'm also out of storage. Take this. Ow. They're all empty? Oh my god. Okay. Alright. I also gotta find something to do with these golems. I saved them all, and I have not done anything with them. My plan was to make them into give them statues and stuff. I just don't know how to go about doing that properly, you know? Because they're living things. Realistically, I should kill them all because they're just a nuisance, and they cause entity lag. What I probably should do is kill them and then just like rename a poppy in their honor, but I can't bring myself to do that. It feels so wrong. Okay, I need terracotta as well. I do need terracotta, but whatever. And I think I'm gonna scrap this storage idea. Need more space on this side. I think I wanted to extend the wall a bit. Do I only have one turtle left? No, the other one's just stuck. Right, okay. I do need to breed those turtles because I don't want to go get more. Well, I can also tear down like all this redstone because since I can't infinitely cure villagers anymore, there's not really any need to it. I gotta figure out a new floor plan. My Q-tip broke. I gotta figure out a new floor plan because this one doesn't really work. But like it's a little bit too out there. I don't like this I don't like this design anymore, and I want to get rid of it. I just don't know what to do with it. Actually, I could go into creative. Let's go into creative for a bit and see what we can do with it. Oh. Okay. Because I really just don't fuck with this design anymore, and I think it's time for me to... I mean, this was like the first house, like, this is like my starter house. And like, it's fine, it's just, I don't like it anymore. I want to get rid of it. Okay, well, that'll break down. So, okay, so I can get rid of, so originally this redstone is all designed so I can drop villagers down whenever I want so that I could cure them. So I could cure them really easily, have a zombie back there and do stuff with, right? But they changed it so you can actually only cure villagers once now, which is so annoying because this design is just like so impractical. Realistically though, now that I think about it, when I designed this build, it was kind of a bad idea anyway because I should have made my villager curing someplace else because I was never going to need the villagers in this hall to stay like this. You know, like I wasn't always going to need them to stay here to be cured. So in hindsight, I should have designed it differently, but I didn't, and we got to live with that. And we got to work on the build now. Let's work on it a bit. Because I've been, it's technically finished, it's just like, I've been meaning to fix it up a bit for a while. There. Let's add a little bit of leveling here. That one. Don't like that. Okay, screw it. We could do that later. We'll work on texturing it in a bit. We just want to fix this. Just want to fix it so we can get a better idea of what to do here. Probably should turn this off so I get a better idea of what it looks like as well. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Top. We gotta come down underneath and get rid of all this redstone too. Oh shit. Forgot about that. How are we gonna bring them up? Need a block. Let's just do full. So what if I do this? I power it and then I do perfect. Wait a minute. Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Okay. Actually though, this will still work. Let's do. This. I can just push the blocks up like this. I think I'm gonna keep this section too, just cause. Perfect. Okay. Oh, why didn't that guy go up? Oh, his block didn't get up. Whatever. We don't really care about that no more. Actually, I don't need that section anymore. Because I'm not really going to be accessing the bottom or anything. I just need the back to be open so that I can... Well, I don't need it to be open, but I want the back to be open so I can collect the XP that gets stuck. It's like... Tear it all out. Get you up there. Perfect. Break these blocks. It'll probably just end up looking like this. I don't know what I'll do for the back block yet, but I can just go ahead and clean it all up. Reclaim all this redstone. No, I can't, because I just remembered that this redstone is for the floor, not for the guys underneath. So I actually do need this redstone. Duh. Right. Because I forgot that I can actually turn my floor on and off, because realistically, who would ever want to turn their floor off? That would be stupid. But I have the ability to... Okay. Let's see if that fixed that. Oh shit, where was the on switch? It was here. Yeah, it was right here. So how did I do it again? It was, I needed a lever. Then I would do... Okay, crazy to say, I kind of forgot how this system worked. The block was here. How did it work? Now I actually don't know. Why can't I remember how... Oh, right, the piston was just there. Duh. It was just a piston with a redstone block. Okay. Stupid me. We're gonna have to do a new system if we want this to work. Probably like this. That'll do it. Just like that. And we do acacia slab. Will this work or will this cut it? It'll cut it. Oh, why would you cut it? That's so annoying. Okay. Well, that won't work then. We could probably do it to the back instead. That redstone, just like that. This one got cut too. Oh, is it because it's glass? I swear this didn't used to be a thing, but if I do there and then there, it's cut. If I do this, if I do this, it's because it's glass. Okay, that's weird. I swear that wasn't a thing before. Anyway, okay. Whatever. So that works. That just straight up works. So lights are off. All but 3 back there are on. There's no redstone power over. There shouldn't be. Oh, that would be why. Because I broke the torches. Right. And then this one just broke everything. That. Okay, there we go. Okay, fix the redstone. Fix the redstone, and then I just hate how much glass there is here. It just looks really bad. All this glass is just so ugly. Oh wait, these ones have to stay. This has to stay. Just said that. Wanted to be slabs instead. It was glass because I wanted it to be spawn proof. We could just do slabs. Also, I guess I could just make it normal blocks. Like if I just made it blocks. I just had to light it up a bit better. So I would do probably a block here and in the middle. This actually should be lit up enough from the torches that I don't have to do much else. Like that. I don't know why I have glass back here. All that. Then what do we do? Because we have blocks on all this. We don't want to we don't want the chest to be interrupted. I guess if I move the golems, chests can be interrupted. Because realistically, we would probably want it to be like this. Like that. And that. Just realized that that would be... That's a small issue. Blocks here. Oh no, that would... Okay, that's the... Because this is where... It would need to be... Because we need to be flat here. No, that wouldn't fit. Because how do I go up from... Actually, if it's only 3 wide, then the next stair would start here. I guess it would just be like this. Because it's fine. That. Dropped his bone. Okay, so just like that, and then the stairs would start here instead. Oh, but then sure, it's fine. I don't love that. Yeah, I really don't like that at all. So instead I would prefer it to be like this. And then... Oh, okay. That's not good. You need to go back. Oh, that just broke so many torches, I bet. Okay. Nice. Perfect. Okay, because if I do that, then it could be like this. Which isn't the prettiest, but it does work. And just, if I do that, it can be like... Why is finding pose references so difficult? Especially with the insane amount of AI pictures on Pinterest. Just want to draw. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Sorry. I'm not an artiste. And then I can do drop block like that. Perfect. And then that way I have way up and a way down. Then we could even do something like this. It's too far. That's just perfect. Although that wouldn't really matter. Well, that's how I would redesign the entranceway, but honestly, I just don't fuck with the build itself. I wonder if I change the block, because I use stone brick. What if I use deep slate instead? Would deep slate change my feelings about the build? And then bars. I could use waxed copper bars instead, because they... I need stairs. Yes, so if I did... What if I just did a palette swap? Yeah? Would a palette swap make me feel better? Pinterest might get sold to an AI company. That you think that's the worst thing that's ever happened to artists? Well, I understand the sentiment, but maybe not the worst. But honestly, I'm not an artist, but I think Pinterest as a website just sucks. It's like one of the worst websites to use as like a, because you gotta like log in for anything. It's really annoying. No, that doesn't make me feel better about this build at all. You're thinking of switching over to Kara or Artful? Kara, huh? Not at all. I don't like this design at all. I really don't like the design. I wanted to do like rose bushes along here, like this. Like, did I do it on this? I did it on the basalt. Salt here. You're making a Discord server just for real artists and all. You're gonna... Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It was gonna be a stupid joke. I thought better of it. Yes. So if I was gonna do that, it would be like... I don't know if I love this. How's this? No, I actually don't like this at all. That's a bit better. Don't like it. No, I don't like that. Whatever, we'll figure it out a little later. Also, if I'm not gonna tear down the house, I gotta figure out this. Whatever. Whatever. Not sure what we're gonna do with it yet. There we go. Oh. Maybe I should make a stack of anvils. It's been a while. Yeah, let's make a stack of anvils. This is a lot of a lot of iron. Ooh, didn't really need that. Okay, whatever. I should go free that turtle, I think. I'm not okay. My issue here is I don't really love this walkway design anymore. I don't hate it, but it's really big, and it's gonna make designing stuff around it really hard. Especially because this build doesn't line up with it. It's gonna be really bit of an issue. Shit. Damn, what am I gonna do? There's too many chickens. Oh, there's too many chickens in this world. Okay, this is what I mean. Like, I'd go to design something in creative, there's too many options, so I give up on it, and now I'm back in survival, and I don't have an idea for what I want to do. I also don't like this villager house anymore. I might tear it down. Eat a majority of the dishes? Good for you. I'm trying to think, but it's not going well. I also don't know what to do with this section. But something needs to be done here. Where's all my road building supply? Okay, it disappeared. Also, I've like completely given up on this pagoda. I can't do, like, I don't know what to do with this pagoda. I think I'm gonna have to give up on it because, like, I've redesigned it like 30 times and I can't figure out a good design for it. And it really sucks, but I think it's gotta go. Like, 'cause I just can't figure out this roof at all. Josh, zero thoughts, Sarah. Thank you. Ah, damn. This sniffer house needs to go. Ugh, there's so much work to be done in this, like, to make these all cohesive, and I don't have any good ideas. I want good ideas, but I don't have any. Because I also want to... I need, like, a new section over here, I think. But I don't know where the road would go, because I now have, like... I have, like, the underground section. I don't know what to do, to be honest with you. I'm so fucking lost on ideas. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed you guys. I made like a... I changed my bamboo farm, so... I was getting tired of it constantly getting overflowing. So I added this system, which I added this auto crafter, but also I added this really cool system. It'll be a while before it grows, but basically, when the bamboo shoots out, or when the flying machine starts, it dispenses minecarts that go down, and then when they come up, they hit this crystal, they break, instantly drop off all their items, and then get sent back here to be shot out again. It's really cool. Okay. Getting overwhelmed with ideas. And also I simultaneously have no ideas. Because I also wanted to do like a road system at one point, but everything in the build, like everything in the world is like a bit offset. Your first time seeing a farm like that? The bamboo farm? Really? Pretty normal. It's like pretty standard. I didn't really do anything special with it. But I don't know if I have the design. Like I've rebuilt this pagoda so many times, and I cannot figure out how to do the underside of it, because like this doesn't look that good. Actually, it doesn't look terrible now that I look at it, but it's like I don't know if it's the move. You don't make farms, you suffer. No, I was watching this. This is not by design, as you might be able to tell. This is not my design. I was watching a YouTube tutorial. It looked really cool, but I don't think it really fits the style of what I was going for. So this is what I had come up with, and it's just like, it's fine. It's not great. Just like, it's so it's so boring. And like this part I hate. Like I hate how you have showing right there. That I really don't like. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna end stream here because I'm kind of bored of Minecraft. I do need to start working on my computer and stuff. So that'll be it for this week's stream. I hope you enjoyed watching. I appreciate you coming out and hanging out. And I'll see you guys. Oh wait, before I go, yeah. So the video that I released like 3 hours ago. It wasn't the video I planned to make, but like I said earlier, there's gonna be a video coming out Monday, whether or not I get the sponsorship, so be excited for Monday, I guess. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I hope you all stay safe. Next week, bye.